Welcome back to another Fishing with Aaron adventure. I'm back out here fishing this familiar spot here with this vertical structure, and it's basically stumps and pieces of wood that are just extruding out of the water, as you can see behind me here. And I know this is definitely a place that holds crappie. Okay, bird, anytime you want to be quiet. We've got crows out here apparently. If this is your first time here, give me a thumbs up, drop a comment down below to introduce yourself, and subscribe. I'm almost to 200 subscribers for the year. It's been a wild ride. I love bringing you guys along with me on my fishing adventures, and I love creating some stories here. And I know what it's like to not be able to get out and fish. You know, I've spent my time in a hospital before and ill. It's not fun. And so that's probably a big part of the reason why I love doing this channel for you guys. Thank you for all the great comments. Thank you for the views. And buckle up. You know, let's see if we can catch some crappie. We're at a familiar location. You've definitely seen all this before. The water is a lot clearer and shallower. I do see some fish I see some fish activity out here. It's looking pretty fishy right around these stumps and this vertical structure back here. So I think we're gonna be in some good luck to catch some fish. The weather hasn't been very cooperative. We only have like a few more days where we can enjoy Mr. November, and then it'll be December before we know it. So the weather has been rainy and just crazy, but you know, today has been actually a little bit warmer, so we're gonna get out here and enjoy it while we can. It's not raining, and we'll see if we can get out there and catch some fish. Okay, today we're gonna be fishing with the double jig rig. Got a pink and chartreuse and a gold and chartreuse one above it, underneath a bobber. But I think we're gonna have some good luck here because I see a guy over here who's been catching a whole bunch of stuff. This may be a pretty hot little area to fish today. All right, we got our first catch of the day. Little white crappie. Let's pull him off and check him out. Having a rough time with this footing out here. I got him on the top jig, so I'm thinking they're kind of running a little shallow today. Make sure you guys can see this. It's a nice fish. Not bad. Let's get out there and catch some more. We're gonna let this one go. He's a little tiny. So I'm just kind of casting it out there and slowly working it back, giving it a couple of hops. And then I'll reel it in real slow. Watching to see if anything takes that bobber. I've put on like a heavier jig just so I can cast out there a little bit further. Sorry about all the bird noise, but we're surrounded by crows here. The water on this lake is pretty low, and I'm just casting out towards timber. I had a good bite just now, like something just took it way under it. It felt like a white bass. And I know the white bass are pretty active right now. It's kind of what I see jumping around all over the place. fish on. This one's a slab. Oh, this one's pulling. This one is pulling. Oh my goodness. Look at this guy right here. I think we caught ourselves our first keeper crappie. What a beast. Look at the shoulders on this guy. Yeah, that is a beautiful fish. Look at the colors. Another white crappie. I knew they'd be over here. This is kind of where I caught them last time. So I'm going to put him on the checker. Let's see how big he is. Looks at least, so they have to be 10 inches. You can see the 10-inch mark right here where my finger is. 11. Very top of this scale thing is 12. He's a 10. Perfect keeper. Mouth is closed. 10 1/4 actually. So this is not a fish that you can frown upon right here. This is a keeper. We're going to do just that. We're going to keep him. We got our first catch and our first keeper out of the way. Not bad at all. We know they're out here and they are eating. It's a beautiful day for it too. I can't blame them. Okay, we just hooked into another giant white crappie. Just like last time, there appears to be a good amount of them just right out there. This is beautiful. Hooked him right in the top of the jaw. That's where I want to be. This guy's a little on the small side. Let's just measure him just for fun. May or may not be a keeper. Yeah, no, definitely not a keeper. He's just 9 3/4. So, well, if he cooperates, we're going to let him go. But, beautiful fish. I mean, I don't know if you'll ever get sick of admiring the colors. And he feels cold, too. Let him go. Let him grow. Where I'm fishing at right now is extremely muddy. I'm trying to stay on these rocks without slipping to my death. But again, we're here to bring you some good content, so we're going to stick with this location. I apologize again for the strong nature sounds. You can hear some crows, and you could definitely hear some birds just having a fit today. They're probably angry because we're catching more than they are. Got another big one on. Feels big. This one's just having a fit. Stay on. This is a big guy. Let's hope. Okay, I'm getting this big guy unhooked. He's hooked really well, by the way. Let's get him in the checker. Once again, where my finger's at. That's a 10-inch. That means he's a keeper. Oh, he's 10 right on the mark, but yeah, he is 10 right on the mark, so I think he'd be a perfect keeper. We're going to go ahead and Add him to the stringer now. It's 2 keepers today. Not bad for a 3rd fish. These guys are really making us work for it. Got a big one on. I'm gonna try to keep him. Don't come off. Don't come off. Oh, that's a big one. That is a big one. This could be our 3rd keeper of the day, folks. Look at the size of it. That is a healthy one. Beautiful. This guy's bigger than 10 inches. Actually, he's another 10-incher right on the money. That's perfect. Slide him around. All right, we got a fish on, but yeah, that's a white bass. That's just a white bass. Not even a keeper. Got him hooked through the nose. He's a wiggler. There he is. We're gonna let him go. All right, we got ourselves a live one here. Tiny guy, not really a keeper, but nice colors on him too. Little guy, let's let him go. So that's our 4th fish of the day. Ooh, got another white crappie. He was really close to the shore. He was aggressive though. Let's get a good look at him. I'll get him unhooked. I know we have a storm front blowing in, so that usually means that these guys are going to probably start picking up in the ways of a bite. I was fishing over here and there was a couple of guys fishing next to me, and so I don't really get to enjoy filming when there's other people out here with me, so but I think now that they're gone, might be a much more enjoyable filming experience. I'm still at 3 keepers, and I have this whole shoreline to myself. I could tell that the wind is kind of dying down, but it's getting darker out here, so there's more cloud cover moving in. I think that's a good thing because that's going to entice more crappie to bite. We've had some good catches today. I mean, these crappie have been pretty aggressive. but a majority of them have been a lot smaller than keepers, so it's telling me that there's a lot of people fishing for crappie right now. I am fishing with a 16-ounce jig with a weed guard on it that I put on myself, just glued it on there, and a trout magnet that is kind of pearlescent with black flake in it. Pretty good bait to fish with this time of year in the winter time. Just got to fish them with really slowly, not much action at all. We got a fish on. Hopefully it's another keeper. It's another good crappie. Trying not to horse him in. He's just zooming all over the place. This guy is putting up a fit. Oh, he looks like he's of a good size. Maybe a little bit on the smaller side, but he is a fighter. Get him off the hook. That's a pretty fish. Yeah, he's a little bit on the smaller side, so I'm pretty sure he's going to be a 9, maybe a 9.5. He is a 9 1/4. I was close. There's the 9-inch mark right there. Yeah, he's a 9 1/4. We're going to go ahead and let him go. It's a good fish, though. Well, guys, I want to thank you for being with me today out here fishing for crappie. The winter season is coming on us here, and this was not a bad day for I caught 3 keeper crappie. I'm gonna take home and, you know, cook them up, get them ready for dinner. And I think like 4 or 5 like smaller sized crappie that I did not keep, obviously. So they were just throwbacks, and, you know, just let them go, let them grow. But it was not a bad day. And I'm hoping that the winter time is going to give us some more crappie fishing opportunities, and I'm going to see if I can actually get out and fish for some more new species. I don't want to exactly spoil that right now, but I have some other plans in the works. But I appreciate you watching today. If you enjoyed the content today, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and share my channel with as many people as you can. We are almost to 200. I'm very certain that we will hit 200 pretty soon, maybe before the end of the year. You know, fingers crossed. We have a whole month to do it in, and I've got some great fishing content ideas coming down the pipeline. But I thank you for all the great comments and the encouragement, and as always, you can support my work by using the Cash App, and it is $FishingwithAhren. If you want to leave me a tip, if you want to, you know, buy me a coffee, tell me thank you, that you appreciate the content, I would appreciate it. But as always, we will see you on the next one.